The price of fuel is going up and we need every tip and trick in our book to save money. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Kelly, the Frugal Fun Mum here in Adelaide, Australia. Welcome to the channel and to today's video where we're going to be sharing some tips and tricks with you to save petrol, some that I personally do and many others that I'm seeing. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining with me. I do lots of videos about budgeting, saving money, grocery hauls, markdown shopping, and sharing tips and tricks that I think could help other people along the way. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, we would love you to subscribe to our channel, and you can hit the bell notification so you can be notified each time we upload a video. I upload every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and sometimes bonus videos on the weekend depending on how busy we've been and what I want to share with you. So let's get into today's video. So today's video was inspired by Hope and Larry from Under the Median, and they talked about, I think it's 50 tips that you can save money on gas or fuel or petrol, whatever you want to call it. And I thought that I would just pull out what I thought were the most important ones and also talk about specifically what I do to save money. It's a little bit detailed orientated, so I wanted to share it with you. And I also wanted to give you one of my thoughts about how I debunked one of the biggest myths that I see people write all the time on Facebook, and I don't believe it to be true. Let's go. So tip number one is to know when the best day or time to fill up is. There are reports everywhere with people saying what it is, and I'm finding that it really depends where you live, sort of north versus south, as to where the best price is and what the day, etc., etc. Traditionally, the price would go up over like an Easter long weekend, so fill up before you go. And of course, the more remote you go, the prices are going to be up there. I find that around sort of a Tuesday or a Wednesday, the prices are sort of at their lowest. But again, it depends where you are. Number two is fill up in the morning. The petrol seems to be a bit more dense with the weather, not as hot as they say. I think also the smell just isn't there outside near the petrol stations. And there is a myth that people say you pump really slowly and then release the pump and stop every 10 seconds so it gives time for the petrol to settle in the tank. I've done it before. It kind of wastes your time, but I didn't kind of balance it with a sort of blind taste test, as they say, to see if it did work compared to something else. So who knows? If you've done it and you think it works, let us know in the comments below. Number three is to use fuel apps, and I actually Googled fuel apps to make sure I could get the most amount of information for today's video, because I see people talk about it all the time in Facebook groups, and canstar.com.au came up with 8, but I only counted 6. I think they had a few individual little ones listed under a bigger title. So here's what they had listed: Motormouth, Petrol Spy, Fuel Map Australia, My 7-Eleven, Vroom Fuel Price Compare, and they said any state-based apps, and under that they had a couple listed for like Northern Territory and things like that. So just info about some of them. My 7-Eleven is in the eastern states, and it allows you to price lock in the fuel that you want. So if you see a really good price, you can lock it in. I don't know a whole lot about it, but that's as much as that I know. Maybe ask in a Facebook group for information or Google it, and you can get some more detailed info for yourself if you're over in the eastern states. Petrol Spy used to be really good. You could go in there and send it information for anything you saw. You used to get a point for every time you give them information, especially if you corrected a price. You could put in there the date and time that you got. Now I think especially the Fuel Map Australia has all the petrol prices where they are, and they're very up to date. So it's kind of like it's a real competitor's market out there, and it just depends where you are as to where you're going to go and get your petrol. Here in South Australia, we have petrol station called OTR, or On the Run, and Cozzy from South Aussie is there at the moment doing a promotion that I think you can, price lock in the same as the 7-Eleven, but it's also a competition right now that you got the chance to win a tank of petrol, and I have seen people do it for free because they've put their picture up. So go to OTR and you can check out the information. There's a QR code to scan near the pump. I find it hilarious, however, there's stickers everywhere that says, please do not use your mobile phone while using petrol, and yet there's an OTR there to do the competition right next to the pump. I'm confused. Number 4 is to watch the prices and check out where you're traveling and sort of what's around. I pass by at least 6 on my daily drive to school and work and other appointments, so I have a good indication of sort of what's out there and what the prices are. I find that the closer I get to the airport on this kind of side of the road, the cheaper the price is, so that's worth making a note of. So I'll tend to kind of hold out as long as I can and get petrol then. Number 5, and here to debunk the myth, people say Costco petrol is the cheapest and the best option to get. And I'm finding that it just isn't true. I'm sorry to say, this is my opinion and my opinion only, but I'm in a Costco group for Adelaide and people post all the time what the price is, and everyone is just jumping on straight away going, that's the same price here at X suburb, or that's only 1 cent more than here. So it's not actually necessarily the cheapest. Right next door to Costco here in Adelaide, there is a Coles service station, and they were price matching or only like 1 or 2 cents more expensive than Costco. And also 2 blocks away was a Woolworths petrol station, and they were pretty much doing the same price as whatever Coles were doing. So although the theory is that Costco is cheaper, it just seems in today's day and age it is no longer the case. So for me, I think that myth is debunked. Number 6 is to pay with gift cards. You can get discounts on gift cards and then use them at petrol stations, and you have a variety of options to go. Suncorp, if you're a member, you can get a discount until May, I think, when the program is changing over. Many electricity companies have apps and offers inside their customer loyalties, as well as shop back, and you can join with my link below. I do get a little bit of a kickback, but you can get discounts off gift cards that you can spend at a wide range of stores. This video is not sponsored by them, but it is the best opportunity that you can get. Also check out your roadside assistance company wherever you are and let me know what you have and what kind of discounts and gift cards. Yes, you could only be saving anywhere from 3 to 5% on petrol, but a saving is a saving. Number 7 is fuel vouchers or offers that you have. So I say to everyone, just sign up to everything, and if it lands in your lap and you can use it, bonus for you. So Coles have a 4 cents voucher off when you spend $30 or more in store, the same with Woolworths. But here in Adelaide, the RAA is offering you that same 4% discount as long as you show your card in store at Woolworths petrol station, and then you can get your Woolworths reward points off as well as the discount from being an RAA member. Both of these, Coles and Woolworths, also sometimes have bonus offers if you spend money in store. So check out your apps for Flybys and your rewards and see what they have there. In SA as well, Drake's Supermarket also have a 4% fuel voucher if you spend $30 or more. I think it's to a BP service station. I'm not sure, I don't go. I just see the voucher on the bottom of my receipt and don't pay a lot of attention to it. There's other offers in store with Coles that if you spend so much money in store, you can get a double fuel discount as well. If maybe you're already looking for bread and milk and it's the same price as what you can get in a Coles, then why not pick it up? I know that toilet paper was exactly the same price, so people were buying that, getting the double discount off their voucher, and hey, then they've got toilet paper, which is a commodity that we have been needing in the last 2 years, have we not? Before I get into the tip of exactly what I do to save money, is that I will go through some honorable mentions, which Hope and Larry talked about. So the first one is limiting travel. So making sure that you're only going out if you have to go out. And then maybe you could walk places if it's close enough to you, or maybe you could look at ride sharing with other people, especially if you're going into work and things like that. It used to happen a lot when I was at uni. There would be a couple of us that would all jump in the car together and then we'd travel in together. We'd sometimes give her a couple of dollars for petrol because it was cheaper than a bus ride. You should also remove any extra weight from your car, unlike me, who just has a mountain of books in there each week from collecting things along the way. And make sure that you're maintaining your car, because it will help with your fuel consumption and just keep your car running longer. And then the less money that you have to spend on maintenance is more savings for you, and also the opportunity to spend more on petrol. But we want to save money, not spend it. So what do I do specifically to save money on my petrol? Well, I do all of what I've mentioned. So first of all, I'm traveling the same route nearly every day, so I'm taking notice of what all the prices are. If I see a price that I think is just too good to be true, I'll pull in straight away and get petrol, especially at a Coles or a Woolworths, because I always have fuel vouchers up my sleeve and gift cards. So I'm handing over the fuel voucher and I'm paying with a gift card. I will stick to predominantly Coles or Woolworths because I can use my Flybuys or my everyday rewards card. So I'm getting a discount on that. And I'm getting the discount off of my gift card, and I'm getting the discount with my fuel card as well. At Coles, I've picked that I'm getting, I think it's the double Flybuys points instead of the 4 cents off. And then at Woolworths, I get the points. So it just kind of depends where I am. I don't really have a set day to get petrol because I'm seeing the same petrol stations every day, like I said, and I literally will just pull in. I tend though to get petrol on a Thursday because that's one of my biggest days driving around, and then it just incorporates into where I am for the day and the area that I am at for that day. I just find that's the cheapest petrol around. So I'll always look at it when I drive past, and I make sure also my tank doesn't go under half full, and I'll fill it up again and then make sure I'm always sort of prepared and then I'm not ever caught out. Well, there's everything that I think is important directly to getting petrol discounts and saving money here in Australia. It's probably not new to anyone, so please don't give me a thumbs down. I just really wanted to share the biggest kind of points that I think are relevant for here. Jog your memory about a few things that you think, oh yeah, that's right. Because I know that I see in Facebook groups all the time people saying, how can I save money on petrol? And a lot of people from the eastern states will talk about that 7-Eleven app, and so many people will go, what's that? So I'm hoping that if you didn't know about it, you can go and check it out. I don't have any affiliate links to any of those apps that I shared, except for Shopback, where I will get a little bit of kickback, but they've got a bonus offer going at the moment that you can go and join. So check it out, because you might as well get something for nothing for yourself. Thank you so much for watching today. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below what tip was most useful to you, or what do you do to save money with petrol, because I would love to know, and let's share our experiences and for our little community down below in the chat. Subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you as part of our Frugal Fun family. You can also join our Facebook group, and as always, I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.